but I feel like I'm either picking apples, eating apples. Was that liver failure due to alcohol or something else? Alcohol, yeah. Because I feel quite sick, which is why you'll see my face change as well. So he brings through that feeling of, yeah, nauseous or something. Um, I also see him vomiting up blood as well. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Um, I actually thought this reading was for you. Was he quite young, Sherry? Was he like in his 20s? Because I get this gentleman that sits in front of me is a younger guy in his 20s. Thin. I want to say before he got ill, he was quite athletic. It's like thin to medium build and tall. When I say tall, it's taller than me. I'm about 5'7", 5'8", around that range, in his 40s. So he's presenting in his 20s to me at the moment, and he's showing me he was quite athletic, who liked to do a lot of sports. I feel like he was quite energetic as well. Like when you spoke to him, he had a lot of energy. It's kind of like this energy that's when he spoke to you, quite quick. I also see him being surrounded by lots of friends as well. I heard young and dumb. So whether he liked to party a lot and that was his undoing, there's also a link to depression there as well. Was this, do you know if his drinking started through a relationship breakup? I get chills when I say that because the way that he comes through, he says like he had a girlfriend, something happened, they separated, and basically would begin to soothe his emotions. We have a message for us. I hear that. I'm sorry. Who, I feel like mother maybe. Who is taking the blame? Who is taking on responsibility that it shouldn't have happened, that I could have done more? And this is where the I'm sorry is coming in. Father issues and had a bad breakup. Gotcha. He shows me that it snowballed quite quickly. Does that make sense? He's showing like in a span of about 3 years, everything declined. He pulled himself right back from friends. Feels like from family too. He wants to acknowledge the help that people had tried to step in and help as well. He showed me that he pushed a lot of people away. He didn't want the help. It almost feels like he was in denial somewhat as well. It happened really quickly. Yeah. So he says, I'm sorry for mum because it wasn't her fault. She's not responsible. He does acknowledge, like, he brings forward, he does acknowledge that he had a lot of people around him trying to support him and trying to bring him out of that. So he's almost saying sorry to everyone, like he could have handled things a little bit differently. Here, I'm okay. I'm okay. So he's reassuring that he's okay. There's not much else, Sherry, if I continue with that. If I continue, sort of kind of want to keep it moving, if that's okay. So I'll leave those messages with you, and we'll see if we can get a message for somebody else as well.